Oh. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, one, two, three. Uh, right. Bob, what's going around? I was just reading what you were what you wrote. What's going around? What's going on? Kashif Collins in the A2A Comanche. That is sweet. And so this is going to be a little bit of an experiment because that, for those of you who don't know, my sim died. My sim died last week. There was that Xbox Live thing that happened, and after that, my sim didn't work anymore. So I had to reinstall the entire thing. I just finished setting up. Hey, Jorge, what's going on? Um, I just finished setting up my single engine profile, like with these, literally 3 minutes ago. I got the twin engine set up yesterday, but the reason I wanted to do single engine today is because I think Lake Maracaibo is pretty cool for single engine. All right, so let's go rotating beacon on. Mixture is rich. There is no carb heat. Master and battery switches on. Fuel pump's already on. Do I have? Please tell me. Yes, I do have trim. Literally don't even know. Let's crack the throttle. Toes on the brakes. There is somebody out there to kill, but I guess we're just gonna have to accept that. Oh, and I don't have my key set key set up, so I gotta turn that like that back to both. Good stuff. Alright, let's go about 1,000 RPM, lean the mixture a little bit. What's going on? Hold on. Literally, when I tell you that I just set this up, I'm not even kidding. Throttle. I think I know what the issue is. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Where are you? Yes, this needs to go. I don't even know what button that is. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, I think we're good now. Yep, we're good. So, avionics master coming on, that one strobe lights coming on. You would not believe how much stuff there is. UN, what's going on? You would not believe how much stuff. Like even my keyboard, like just to do this, that took forever to figure out how I had that set up before. So, just what it is. Um, but Mike Coffee, what's going on? Jorge, how are you doing? Eduardo, what's going on? So, yeah, let's go fly around Lake Maracaibo. So there's like literally 50 airports around this little island, around this little lake rather. And I don't really care which ones we fly to. Um, there is, I think that one is defunct. This is where we are. I think these two are alive and well. So I think that's probably going to be stops 1 and 2, and then we'll go from there. Mark, what's going on? ¿Cómo estás? And yeah, and then there's a couple that I literally just found scenery for 2 minutes before the flight that are both down here. But I mean, I figure we'll just do a little round robin around the. Oh, you know what? That's the other thing. So I have the stupid button. I have my mouse wheel still hasn't changed. Kenneth Ramos, what's going on? Um, Oh no, UN, that's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the week of garbage of computers. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I gotta open up Navigraph here so I can see where the heck I am. So we had that Xbox Live outage, but I haven't even installed. I don't. Um, and when the sim came back, she was a no work. It didn't do anything, and so that was a little bit depressing. And I tried a couple times to set it back up. Fortunately, SVMC. Fortunately, my download was really quick, probably because nobody else was downloading it. But alright, so we go right out hotel here to our right, and then we can just taxi. We would just taxi the runway and take off. Alright, so let me release the brakes and stop yapping. That light is on, which is annoying. Yes, go away. But the cool thing is, I get to try out. So this has got the new soft tires thing from Flight Sim 24. So I get to check that out, which is kind of cool. Fortunately, I have to decapitate this gentleman, which is unfortunate. UN, I have not been having that issue. I don't know. Hans Boone, what's going on? Can we fly to Bum Bum? Where's Bum Bum? I'm game to fly to Bum Bum. I just don't know where it is. Hey, we got a volunteer right over here. There's somebody ready for flying. So yeah, so we're gonna fly like right over this way. See if we can find us an airport or two. And that's that. So I'm guessing that's UN right there. And I don't have any liveries installed, so everything looks plain. And Bob, I think half of Eduardo, I'm the same exact thing. I think half of the problem with the Xbox Live thing, I think I did it to myself because before I realized that there was something wrong with Xbox Live, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't sign in, and there's like a repair option in Microsoft Flight Simulator, or in Windows rather, where you can like repair your Xbox Live, repair this, repair that, and I did those things, and I think what I did was I screwed up my own. I think I did it to myself, basically. Is my point. So I think we're gonna be heading about eastbound here to go find our first airports, and then we just go clockwise around the lake. And I just realized I don't have my one last thing, nameplates. I didn't have those on. And yeah, we'll just go clockwise around the lake and check it out. All right, mixture's rich. Fuel pump coming on. Takeoff power coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is eventually alive. I'm kind of excited to fly this airplane actually and see how good it is. Another pro tip for flying. Yes, this airplane can get off the ground at like 55 knots. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Wait, build up some, unless you have to because of something at the end of the runway, like trees or something. If you have to get off, something like that, or a short runway, just build up some speed before you take off. I don't understand people who like taking off at extremely low airspeeds. I just never understood it. So, nice. Look at this. This guy's not with us. I can tell you right now. I gotta take a right here. So this actually feels pretty nice. This plane. I mean, everything they do. Can you, UN? Can you hit Control E? I don't know if you can do that in the A321. But everything. What was I gonna say? I just totally lost my train of thought. That's alright. Avmar, what's going on? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. And so everything they do, like in terms of backporting, like stuff that they've worked into Flight Sim 2024, they do it with this airplane, the 172G1000. So this should be 50 feet below your cruise altitude, pull the power back, nose it over. So this should be like the best flight model really that they have in Flight Sim 24 or Flight Sim 20 for stock planes. So we'll see. So I mean, this is just literally a brand new install. Literally a brand new install. Everything is looking pretty good. I lost all of my settings. Like all of my settings. I don't even know if I have the Islander installed. I couldn't get the 777 to update. So I don't know what's going on. But I have a fair bit of work in front of me to get the sim back to where I had it, which is kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, I'm sort of thinking that maybe a clean install, a fresh install is not a bad thing, you know? So I am doing very, very well. I'm doing very well. Another fly-by-wire update that broke the plane. Thanks, Hans. I saw you. That was you in the 150. That's my favorite. Honestly, I think the 150 is one of my favorite planes in the sim. One of my favorite planes in real life too. Just because it's an easy plane to fly. It's a stupid easy plane to fly, and it's a really good time. So there's our Lake Maracaibo. So yeah, it's not very fast. You're right, Hans. I remember one time flying in my 150. So I have a 150 in real life, not even a 152. You've got 10 more horsepower than mine does. But UN, the next airport is Sierra Victor Delta Oscar. I'll type that in. There's no rudder trim in this plane. Sierra Victor Delta Oscar. I actually could have flown the Islander. This is a little slower than I thought it was going to be. But I remember flying my 150 once in real life, and we were flying along the Freeway in New York State, and I looked down and saw cars passing me. That's kind of depressing. If I'm honest. Nice. Look at this. Bob's checking out the bridge over there. hoping Buckman comes along because something exciting happened for Buckman. Yeah, Chris, this is actually quite a bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I don't think we're gonna make it very far around Lake Maracaibo today, but that's all right. Traffic reporting in college was passed many times. That's great. November 757 Lima Bravo. I'm gonna look that one up. What was I gonna say? So this is, by the way, this is where. Oops, that's loud, probably. This is the last place Mrs. IslandSimPilot lived in Venezuela before she moved to the U.S. She lived in Maracaibo. This is a big oil lake. They have a lot of oil oil platform. At least they did. I don't think they do anymore. But buzzing the bridge, Bob. So somebody released Vancouver Island. So I was hoping Buckman would be along, and I could tell him about that. Like all the helipads, all the whatchamacallit, water runways, stuff like that. Avmar, yes, I love the 777. I love the 777. Such a cool airplane. And yeah, so I picked too slow of an airplane for what I'm doing today. That's all right. What the heck, right? But the cool thing about doing it clockwise is we've always got some scenery to look at on the left side. So there should be some cool little airports around. I pretty much decided this last second, just because I love flying, and yeah, Mike, no, it's not free. As a matter of fact, it's unfree. It's like $30, which I thought was kind of, I mean, it's a lot of work, I'm sure. I was kind of surprised it was that high, but I guess they did the whole island, like they did like a lot of it, so like a lot of work. So it looks pretty cool. It really looks pretty cool. November 757 Lima Bravo. Let's look that plane up. 757 Lima Bravo. Flying traffic. They don't do. I don't know. Ah, somebody does. So let's see. Mark, that airplane is now in Pendleton, South Carolina. That airplane is now in Pendleton, South Carolina. So the next airport we're coming up on is runway 624. It's Cabimas Airport, and these should be pretty cool because these are runways that end at the water, and I really like runways that end at the water. Let's see, that's a 152. You had some power in that, Mark. I have a 150. But it's such a fun plane. Honestly, I think the 150, 152, I think they're a hoot. They're so simple to fly. There's nothing, I mean, you can kill yourself in them, that's for sure. But it's just such, yeah, power air quotes, exactly. But they're just such simple airplanes to fly, and it's just a fun little runabout. I really enjoy that airplane. And I love it in the sim. I love the 152 in the sim. I think it's great. It makes the 172. Yeah, I mean, I like 172s also. What's weird is that 90% of my time in real life is in Cherokees. And it took me, I'll be honest, it took me a while to get good at landing them. Cessnas, from the first time I flew the thing, landing it was just a snap. I mean, just easy as can be. which is weird. Like I had a friend of mine who told me that, and this runway should be like right over here. I had a friend of mine who told me that if you can land a 150 in a crosswind, you can land anything. So I'm like all nervous about it. I was like, ooh, I wonder what this, this is gonna be tricky. And it was like the easiest thing in the world. It's just the easiest thing. I think being able to look, like having the peripheral vision of, out the side makes it a lot easier to land. But either that or I'm just really bad at landing airplanes. That's the other possibility. Stig Aviation. No, I don't, but I'll look him up. I watch, what's his name? I was watching, right before I started, you can see, here the oil rigs. I was watching, what's his name, Two-Tone Murphy, and Two-Tone Murphy is up in my neck of the woods right now, flying his stream. So, I'll bring this back to 2100, hold that nose off, put some flaps. Yeah, Chris, these are, honestly, these airports are sometimes tough to see. Whoopsie. I think this is going to be somewhere in here, is my guess. And it is that. It is a guess. This kind of looks airportish, doesn't it? UN. That looks pretty airportish, but that's not the one we're looking for. I'm pretty much right on a left base for it right now. Runway 6, so it's gotta be... I mean, there is the distinct possibility it's not there anymore. That's the other possibility. Oh, it's right on my right on the thing here. Let's not get too slow here. Oh, it's still out here a little ways. But it's pretty wild that they have the oil rigs, and I don't have like an add-on that would put those in. That's kind of cool. I see some people going in. You guys would be SVDO Delta Oscar. SVON is gonna be next up. There's the remnants of it right over there, it looks like. UN is it's probably not in the in a database that you use for the 320. Awesome, here we go. Let's put in the flaps, mixtures full forward. Y. Alright, yeah. Bring some power out here. Get that nose down.
500.
Alright. Come on, nose. Stay down. It's gonna be, might be a touch and go. It's probably gonna be a touch and go. Power is all the way out. We have a monumental sink rate. Yeah, we'll do a full stop. Only because I'm going so fast I'm not going to be able to stop by the end of the runway. Look at this. This is called floating. Okay, I'm going to have to touch down here at some point. It's actually, this plane actually feels pretty good. Please stop, please stop. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright. So I'll reload back in here. That was Avmar. I am flying with whatchamacallit. Not track IR. Tobii Eye Tracker 5, and apparently not flying very well. That was pretty bad. All right, let's go SVDO. Nice. So I just crashed into our. I'm sort of nervous that that's going to be right up against a. Alright, I'm back in the game. So yes, your hero just crashed into a tree, and in real life that would have been a major go around. And I also never slip. If Peter were here, he would tell me that. Alright, here we are. Yeah, I kind of figured I might be stuck like this. Alright, let's go. Rotating beacon on. Mixture rich. Fuel pump on. Master battery switches on. Why do these lights always come on? Why are you doing this to me? Alright. Alright. One more control fix I have to make before I go nuts. Let's see. Camera. Where is cockpit camera? That has to go. Sure. Because that's gonna that zoom in and out with the mouse drives me crazy. Clear, save. All right, now that that's not happening, boom fast. All right, let's see here. What am I doing? Power. Let's go. That was quick and easy. Master and battery on. All right, avionics master on. Lean the mixture. I was flying the Bonanza the other day. The Bonanza is a fun plane. The only problem with the Bonanza is that it is so unbelievably touchy on the why would there be a truck there? So unbelievably touchy on the elevator control. It's ridiculous. All right, so am I gonna hit this guy? Do you think it'll count if I run him over? It doesn't count. That's good. Oh, I forgot to turn ground vehicles off. There you go. Wilhelm, what's going on? Islander does grass strip. Islander does grass strip, baby. Oh yeah. I'm not so sure about the 152 or 172 rather, and I'm gonna take out this guy's wing. Bang. So in Flight Sim 24, you're not gonna be able to do that. That will not be allowed. So you made it. Oh, that's classic. Alright, so SVON is next up, and it's the same runway numbers. UN, this is gonna be a pain for you doing this one. Runway 6, right? It's right here. UN, this is gonna be a pain for you doing this one. I didn't go all the way down my flaps, did I? No, I did not. So we are displaying our normal, moderate level of competence here on the IslandSimPilot channel. So mixture rich, landing light is on. We've overrun center line. Let's put in a notch of flaps and do a short field takeoff so we don't crash. Alright. Toes on the brakes. Power coming in. Power is set. And I'd like to see more than 2280 RPMs, but I guess that's what we're gonna get. And remember how I said earlier, don't take off when the speed is super low? This is, oh, I'm going downwind. Which also might explain why I flew into the trees before. So I'll get the airplane off the ground, in ground effect. Please don't hit a tree, please don't hit a tree, please don't hit a tree. Thank you for not hitting a tree. Okay. Whoopsie. Alright. Boy, oh boy, let's bring up that notch of flaps. We're not doing real well here today. 20 foot, you can do. I don't know if you can walk on water in 24, but 24 seems like it's going to be very similar to prepared in the sense that you can pretty much do anything. You know, I don't know if you can go under the water. And I also don't know why this plane is not getting what I would expect it to power-wise. What is the wind doing? That would be good to know. What is the wind doing? 180 at 3, so the wind's not doing anything. There's UN. The wind's not doing anything, so why am I having trouble climbing? Oh, you know what? Probably my trim? No, trim's alright. Now it's getting 2,700 RPMs, which is what it should have been getting before. Alright, I don't know what's going on. Admar, I'm glad, man. Thank you. I'm really happy. Good performance is awesome. Fun stuff. I'm glad to hear that. You know what's funny? I shouldn't say this, but how long ago did I do that video? A couple weeks. And today somebody else came out with that video. Oh, okay. So that's the nature of the business. The nature of the YouTube business. So we should be basically on a base leg for this next airport. Let's hold the nose off, a little trim, some flaps. I'm telling you, you guys should have seen how tough it was to find airports before GPS. That was hard. It's a lot more difficult than people realize to find an airport. It really is. Even if you know exactly where it is. So, what it is, cha-cha-cha. Avmar, yes I am. I am from the US. We had our birthday yesterday, our national birthday, which was pretty fun. Happy birthday to America. So, in the white arc, I want to try to make it a little bit more respectful, or respectable effort this time around here. Somebody's still got a little bit to go. I think it might be either right here, but I think it's more likely right there. Nope, it's literally where is it? It should be right off my left wing. Literally right off my left wing. Maybe it's that right there. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's right there. This one's gonna be fun. Alright, this is, yep, that's it. This is... I want to see UN get in there. Oh, Mike, I didn't get to see any fireworks at all, which is kind of depressing. UN. That's right, buddy. Let's see what you got now. Chris Loach, T-Break. Sounds like a plan. Oh, Admar, I'm down for that. I love barbecue. I'm down for that. If you come to the U.S., give me a shout. Seriously. Send me a message on Discord. Tell me you're coming. Alright, now. We may have finally found some place that Ian can't land the A320. So what we're going to do, I might be able to land the A320. I might not be able to land my plane here. There it is, right there. We're rolling out. Perfect. Whoopsie. We're rolling out perfect right here. Or no. So you got... Oh. It's out there. I'm going to be landing in like a mall parking lot or something. Now I want to go see at least what this is that I thought was the runway.
500.
And then once I do that, I'll fly over to where the airport actually is, which is over there. This would have been cool trying to land here. I'm telling you, that would have been fun trying to land right there. But huh, alright, well, one notch of flaps up. And we'll power in. Positive rate of climb. I like the US too. It's funny because I've spent a lot of time. I lived overseas for a long time when I was younger. And it's cool because I think it gives you an appreciation both of other places and of where you came from. You know? I'm glad that I spent time in the places I spent when I was younger, and I'm glad that I'm here now. Alright, that looks more like an airport. UN, you can breathe a sigh of relief, my friend. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Alright, so can I for that matter. I crashed in the last landing. I'd like to remind myself. Alright. Mixture's rich. I can't get used to the fact that there's no carb heat in this airplane, but there's no carb heat in this airplane. Next notch flaps. UN, this is gonna be easy for you. This is easy. Alright. Let's go. Let's try 1500 RPM here. Well, 65 knots on final on this thing. I'm going 80. Butter time. Got realistic turbulence set up, which is pretty cool. Alright. Let's see if we can manage to not crash. Is that a displaced threshold? It certainly looks that way. No, it's not. This is not real good because I'm 10 knots too fast, which doesn't help. But, as I often say, better too fast than too slow. Alright, there's 70 knots over the numbers. That's not too bad. Alright, now let's see how long this thing will float if I keep holding it off.
Stall.
This plane actually handles pretty decent, I have to say. It's actually not too bad. It really isn't. Yeah, too much flare. Too much flare. And you win. He's on. He's on. No problem. He's doing wheelies. There's Miguel in the Vision Jet. Alright, let me find out where. This is a pretty decent little airport for a stock airport in pretty much the middle of nowhere. Not too bad. Alright, let's bring in some power here. Where are we going to go next? Let's see here. Where do we have next? We've got... I mean... I think the next one down is going to take a little bit of time. How about... SVBQ, is that it? I think that one might be closed. But really, what's the difference? What is that? It's a soft runway, it says. But then there is this one, SVMN, which I think is kind of the next airport down. Well, I mean, we may as well get going in that direction, right? And we'll pick one of the two of them. We'll see how long it takes here. Sorry for taking out your tail, you know, 109 feet per minute, man. Yeah, Admiral, I had too much speed on that, which is not good. That is the biggest mistake that people make flying airplane or landing airplanes, is too much speed. Too much speed. Alright, we'll back taxi a little bit here. So we're gonna go we'll just go south. We'll see if this is a runway. That I don't think is. But we can go look. Actually, yeah, let's go look at that. Let's go see what this is. SVNO. Alright, mixture is rich. Where's my trim? Trim a little bit nose up, which is good. Alright. And right through the engine. And we're gonna take out my coffee. Hans, I'm gonna go try the SVNO and see. I'm gonna do a short field takeoff. There's soft field takeoff. So soft field, get the airplane off the ground, in ground effect, let it speed up, and then we lift out. So I want to go down, I want to go look at this one, SVNO, and see if it's there. So let's see, I'll type that into the chat. SVNO. Whoopsie. Not sure if it's actually there or not. There's only one way to find out, right? My airplane is struggling to get airborne. It really is. I have flaps in, I do not. See this, it should be making more than 2,500 RPM, it really should. So I'm gonna go down here, just go along the coast, and then see if SVNO is there. 1,000 feet should do just fine. It's not a real engine, so I'm just gonna go at 2,500 RPM. If it was a real engine, I wouldn't do this. But all right, Bob's got it in the GPS. So let's see what we get here. It looks like a soft surface. In other words, dirt, which is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna get out to the coast here and fly along. Oh, it's moon rocking the 150. Oh, you know what? That's a. Oh, I thought that was like a power line route there. Another crazy job. What run? What? Oh, 0119. So actually, we could basically fly straight in if it's there. If it's there. So I'm gonna chug along here with Hans. Miguel's coming in the Vision Jet. I wonder where he's going. Admar, be well. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you again. Yeah, and the ATR, the A320 will suffer in the dirt. Although some of those, what is it? The Pilatus PC-24. They say that can handle loose surfaces. UN, take care. Are you're wrapping it up, or are you just predicting your own demise when you try to land on dirt? Trying to see what folks on the ground are having for lunch. They have. That's so cool how realistic it kind of looks looking down at you. I'm catching you with a much more powerful Cessna 172. They have what they call. Oh, you're saying by tab. I gotcha. They have a lot of what they call arepas, which is like a cornflower like. I'm trying to think of what it's like. It's sort of like it's like a little roll. It's like a little sandwich roll, but they serve them hot, and they stuff them with all kinds of fun stuff, like ground beef and flavored beef and all kinds of different stuff. And so I unless I crash. And right now, Mrs. IslandSimPilot's mother lives with us, and she makes these things all the time, the arepas, and they are freaking delicious. Oh, they are so good. It's almost like a ground. It's like a. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It's like a ground beef sandwich. It's lovely. And my performance is not lovely. Look at this. Yeah, they are cheap, Hans. That's for sure. And they're good. They're delicious. It's like the kind of the national meal. I don't have my frame gen mod set up yet after my disaster. So yeah, it is kind of like a breakfast burrito. Wilbur Hunter, what's going on? I was wondering about you the other day. Good to see you, man. Good to see you back, good sir. So let me see. I think a breakfast burrito is quite it's a relatively good description. All right, let's see what we got here. I think. Yep, here's the lake. Here's the river. I think it might be like right here. But it should be runway 19, so it should be more like. Alright, I think we gotta get down to the We gotta get down to the. Get down a little bit here before we see it. Ah, it's more straight out still. More straight out. Let's see. SVMC. I don't know what happened to SVMC. Are you talking about Mike? What's his the other Mike? We still got a bit to go here, I think. So let's see here. Texas off at breakfast burritos. Texas is an unusual place. It really is. I've heard that Texans have grown in size remarkably over the course of the last several decades. Let's see here. Still got a ways to go. What we got? Look at this. I always get amazed when I look back at when I look at the crew. Should be getting relatively close here. If it's here. It would be kind of angled this way. Maybe this? Maybe that's it right there. I think that is it right there. That is it. In which case, why don't we continue on down to SVBQ? SVBQ. I mean, I don't mind landing at the. I don't mind landing at the dirt strip, but it doesn't really look like there's much there. So did I put flaps in? I did not. So let's bring in some power. And SVBQ, where are you? You're over this way. Let's give it a try, says UN. Alright. I mean, anybody who wants to, feel free. I don't think it's a bad idea. Should I have tried to land there? I should have landed there. You guys are all going to land there? If you guys are going to land there, I'll land there. What's everybody doing? Alright, UN's going to land there, I'll land there. Alright, runway 1. Runway 1. Do first notch of flaps. I like that the rudder actually feels decent on this. Is UN rolling out? Oh, there's a go around. That's a go around. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Or maybe he's just finding the runway here. Let me see. Where is the airport? Where is the airport? Oh, okay, I got it. Power's all the way out. We're going full flaps. Whoa. Whoop, whoop, that's not good. That's not a good sound.
Stall.
Alright, come on, come on. Hold. No, gotta go around. Gotta go around. Whoopsie, because otherwise I'm gonna hit a tree. And I'll crash. Alright, alright, alright. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. That was close. Positive rate of climb. First notch flaps coming up. Alright, SVBQ it is. Yeah, that was definitely a runway, but I definitely did not do a very good job in. That was kind of a dive bomb attempt on my part. So let's go check out SVBQ here. Alright. Let's go. Last notch of flaps coming up. So, yeah, Bob, I saw you coming in there, Bob. I didn't see the end result. Actually, I swear this feels like it's getting carbized, but it clearly is not. But I have to say, this airplane feels a heck of a lot better than the Baron does, which is unfortunate because the Baron is a great airplane. I actually also read somewhere on one of the forums. Oh, dirt, no flaps on a dirt. Well, yeah, I mean, actually, it's not a bad idea. No flaps, because that'll prevent you from getting damage to the underside of your wings. But I read somewhere that you can just add you can copy the wheels thing, the soft wheels and soft gear thing from this airplane and just put it in other planes, which is kind of cool. So, but I will have to figure that out. Hey, UN, thanks for coming out, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a good night and have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday if you're around. Alright. So where am I going? I'm climbing. Alright. And I'm probably gonna have to bag it at this next airport, which is you know, Bob, it really depends. It really depends. Actually. Some grass strips are really well defined and some are like just fields, you know? I haven't landed on a grass strip in a real airplane in a long time. I grew up flying out of a grass strip. Well, for the summer anyway. Oh, just I mean, define airport, you know? As long as it's flat and the I mean, you could land on a golf course, you know? Matter of fact, landing on golf courses is advisable in certain situations. Let's see, this is some serious cloud burn onto the terrain. I wonder if, so I don't think I know I didn't uninstall the maps mod, and I don't think that it just stopped working on its own. So I may still be getting, that may be why I've got this over here, because I'm running the maps mod still, even though let's see here. Like right in front of me is another grass strip. I think this has got to be the maps mod still. I kind of do. Alright, we're 5 miles out here. What runway is this? 1432, perfect. Straight in. Trying to look and see if I see anything that looks like an airport. Ah, okay. Alright, gears down. Runway 14, it's gotta be... Oh, you know what? This one is not on my chart. It's on here, but it's not on... Buzz Airlines, what's going on?
500.
Where is the runway? What runway is this? Alright. Let's see what we get here. Buzz Airlines, welcome aboard, good sir. This is uncomfortably in close for making this turn. I am doing excellent, aside from the fact that I crashed earlier, but other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I'm not sure this is textbook airmanship either. We're just going to drop the power here. And what is this? So this must be a former airport, I would assume. Alright, eye on the airspeed, not too bad. Power out. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Come on, come on. Come on. Running out of room here. Alright. I don't think this is where I intended to land, or where I intended to go, but it's kind of a good place, I guess. Alright. So the next airport, the airport that I think I actually meant to land at, is that one right there. Only like 15 miles. Maybe we'll go hit that one real quick. What do you guys think? Taxi and retreat. Yeah, Chris, I did that. Well, I've done that more than once. Let's see. No toilet in this airport. Yeah, this is looking sketchy as far as services go. Services are looking Services are looking a little wanting at this particular airfield. Holy cow, I'm just looking at another screen, and my City Update 9 video is apparently going crazy. Cool. Anything that has anything to do with Flight Sim 24 video-wise goes bonkers. Captain J Hunter. But I think my Flight Sim 24 videos have a little bit more insight than a lot of them do. I look at some weird stuff when I put those videos together. That looks like a mud puddle. Alright. Hans. Alright, Captain J slides that in there nicely. Nicely. Alright, so now next stop is, let me type it in here. We're gonna go Sierra, what is it? Sierra Victor Mike November. And that'll be, let's see, Hans is going to the bathroom. Hey Kashif, what's going on? Alright, so here's my coffee coming in. So I think we're gonna go, we'll go one last hop here to Sierra Victor November Mike, or Mike November. And that's the airport that I thought we were landing at right now. Let's see what my coffee's got here. I kind of like, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like flying around Lake Maracaibo. I think it's pretty fun. Although I wish I was doing it in a faster airplane. Very nicely done. So next time, Sunday, we gotta keep doing this, but I gotta get, I'm gonna do it in the Islander, a little bit faster airplane. Alright, we're going one notch of flaps here. I'm gonna try for the third time to do a soft field takeoff. So soft field takeoff, toes on the brakes, mixtures forward. Where's my trim? Trim's okay. So power coming in, power's alright. Now what you want to do is pull the nose back a little bit. You want to keep the weight off that nose gear. You don't want to damage it. And then as soon as, the only problem with this is it slows you down. And as soon as you can, like now, you want to get the plane airborne, then just get the nose down, stay in ground effect and pick up airspeed. And then use that airspeed to your advantage. Cool. Wait, did I just say the wrong airport? I think I did. No, Sierra Victor November Mike. And see the slip skid indicator. It actually works in this plane pretty well. Wetgrass. It actually works in this plane pretty well. Where's our airport? Or I'm not going in the wrong direction, am I? This would not be good. No, Sierra Victor Mike November. Where are you, Sierra Victor Mike November? Okay. Right about it. The water is starting to look churlish. What is that, about 20 miles probably? Probably about 20 miles. Alright, so we'll go. I like the scenery down here. I want to go 1,000 feet. Nose down. If I want to settle at 2,500, I should set it to about 2,450. Because as I trim the nose down, it's going to increase the RPM. At least it should. Of course, I say that it doesn't. It does a little bit, but not much. All right. Chris Loach has got the get on all of us. He's out there. Let's see here. Alright, we're looking at 2,500 RPM here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's about 15 miles, nothing. And I still have a notch of flaps in, which is... Oy, oy, oy. Wonder why my plane's not going very fast. That's why. It's amazing how many little airports are around here. It really is. I'm still laughing about that. Alright. So, look at this. I tell you, is it me or does the scenery look really nice? It really looks pretty good, in my humble opinion. Which I'm going to find out because I'm about to hit it. Clouds look good. Tell you what, if this wasn't such a boring airplane, just generally speaking, this is actually a pretty nicely... The flight model, I mean, the flight model is really actually pretty good in this airplane, I have to say. A heck of a lot better than the Baron, that's for darn sure. Alright, what is... Okay, runway 14. It's kind of... another straight in, pretty much. I think I still have the frame gen mod going because, or frame gen mod, the Bing Maps mod going because of this stuff. This is the kind of thing that stuff that Microsoft uses the Azure AI stuff to clean up. So I think I still have the mod going. Either that or it's winter. One of the two. Alright. We're going to start aiming ourselves over this way a little bit. Runway 14. Look at this. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, airports everywhere. There's airports everywhere. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty good stuff. So the B60T. Yeah, this has got to be Bing Maps mod. Looks fantastic. In my opinion. Looks pretty darn good. That's maybe gonna be... Nah, not quite yet. Venezuela. Gotta be, right? Let's see if Chris has got the airport in sight here. Now what is this? This is Mene Grande, which is, yes, a tremendously poor pronunciation of the name of this city. Mene Grande. So just past this, we should basically be right straight in right now. To the airport. 5 miles, 4 miles. Let's see here. I mean, we should literally be like right straight in according to, I think that's probably it right here. Runway 14. So let's bring some power out. We got white arc, not the white arc, but we're under 115. We put some flaps in. Yeah, that's got to be it right there. And we're going to get back into the white arc. Just hold that nose up just a little bit. 1,000 feet, 3 mile final. This is perfect. How are we going to manage to screw this up? Let's find out. Alright, ground speed. At our ground speed, we need about 350 feet per minute on the descent rate. Between 300 and 400 feet a minute. This is going to be the longest straight-in final in the history of straight-in finals. 3 miles at... You don't realize it in the car, but 3 miles at 65 miles an hour is not fast. A little bit of trim. No need for full flaps. No need for that descent rate either.
500.
Kashif on his way in the PA-24. That's a nice airplane. That's a nice airplane. Alright, let's get that nose up just a little bit. Alright, 400 feet a minute is what I'm looking for now. It's getting floaty, so power coming out, nose coming down. Let's get one good landing here. That is too fast to descend rate. Airspeed's okay. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Making myself nervous. Making myself nervous. Power out. That was kind of, that was hard. That was hard. Alright, let's try not to, alright, aerodynamic braking. Alright. Alright. This is kind of a undulating runway, I would have to say. They're gonna turn around here so we can see the rest of our colleagues coming in and burn our engine out at the same time. Nice work, fellas. Alright, let's see some landing here, gentlemen. Who we got first? It's hard to tell. Alright, mixture idle, cut off, throttles idle. Is that Hans Boone in the 152? That is looking nice right there. That is looking nice. Put on my parking brake here. Like it really matters, right? Alright, let's see here. Mike Coffee, let's see what Mike Coffee's got here. He's gonna land into the upslope. Let's whoop. Put your flaps up, Mike. Mike me. Yeah, Kashif, right? This has gotta be the updated maps. So let's see what we got here. This is awesome. I don't understand why the runway does this. Maybe that's why it's no longer. Well, no, actually, this is probably the runway right there. That's probably it. And how long is this runway? Oh, wild. Bob with a beautiful landing right there. Very, very nice. Bombasso in the Trinidad. I was wondering what the Trinidad was that I was seeing. That is a nice landing right there. Captain J. Hunter greasing it on. Very nice, very nice. So this is weird. So the runway is only, well, it says 4,000 feet, but even on the map, even on little nav apps, it only shows the runway goes from there to here. So this is actually that's the runway. The rest of this stuff is, I don't know what this is. But, man, what a turnout in the end. That's awesome. Bombasso, good to see you, buddy. Gentlemen, I gotta wrap this one up and get ready for dinner because Mrs. Island Sim Pilot told me we're going out for dinner with some friends, and I didn't realize that I had any friends. So I do have to matriculate. But this was a great flight, guys. Thanks everybody for coming out for a last minute call. We got a great turnout. It's awesome. Get a couple screenshots here. Yeah, that's the question, Mike, and we're gonna have to find out because next on Sunday this is gonna be our point of departure here. So Sunday it's back in the Islander, and we're gonna continue our way around the lake, and should be a good time because this was a good time. So. Good to see everybody. Mark, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming out. Hans, Bob, Mike Coffee, Kashif, good to see you as well. Chris, oh, you got stuck trying to go between some buildings. Yeah, there's some complications. Oh, you did. Oh, that's funny. And it's going to be it depends on when the race is on Sunday, but the Formula One race is probably early, so we'll probably be okay for 3 o'clock. But Bob, thanks for coming out again. Mark, Hans, Mike, Kashif, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Chris, good to see you as well. Wilhelm, good to see you. Also, Buzz Airlines, thanks for coming out. Appreciate the support. UN, I know is gone, but it was good to see UN as well. And I almost made him land in the parking lot. But he forgives me, I'm sure. Wilbur, it was fantastic to see you again. It's been a little bit. Glad to see you back with us, buddy. And Avmark was here earlier, which was good stuff. And let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. Peter, when you watch this back later, hello to Peter. Peter's probably in bed or playing a concert somewhere, one of the two. But appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Wilbur, it was awesome. Kenneth, good to see you as well. I'm glad you were able to join us for the flight today. And Bombasso, awesome. It was really good to see you again as well. And good crowd today, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for making it a good time as always. And we'll talk. I'll try to set things up a little earlier on Sunday so we can have a good idea of what's going on. But figure about 3 o'clock again, and we'll just keep going around the lake. So we'll see you guys then. Take care, everybody. Have a good Friday and Saturday.